will. There's so much negativity in the media and magazines and stuff like that you know, when I wrote the song, I wrote it with Rob Hawkins in Nashville, and I don't know, I guess I was fed up with it. You know, I was like, you know, there's all this lack of hope and no solution when I know the final solution is Jesus. You know, I just don't know why we can't stand up as believers and proclaim that, you know. So On and On came really quick. It's a God song, man. I tell you, it was. I wanted an anthem, and I said, Rob, you know, let's get in here and let's write about this. And I said, there's one thing that I believe. I believe that no matter how much destruction or how much things come our way that we just feel like we can't defeat it, God says He never will leave us nor will He forsake us. And I believe that wholeheartedly. His love and His mercy goes on and on forever. So that's where the song came from.
It's 8:50. This is Chasen, On and On, right here on his radio.
Yeah, On and On.
Very good. Dan, can we go ahead and play that song?
Song right now, like I said, it's On and On. Chasen on 88.7.
Great. Well, you talk about the recording for this new record that's coming out in February. Is it done? You're just waiting for it to hit the shelves?
Well, we are completely done with it, and this is one of the records that we were just so stoked about. Like, we went in, I guess, in January and just was doing the final touches on it. We, you know, worked on it for a while, and the writing process has been, I would say, about a year and a half in the process. Just from when I started writing for something new, and then I started co-writing in Nashville just right before the record. We went in to redo the record. So what this record is it's called That Was Then, This Is Now, and that whole to explain that is just we feel like as a band we've come through a lot of stuff, down times, up time, you know, on top of the mountain in the deepest valley, and That Was Then is just, you know what, God's brought us through this, and He is still blessing us more than we could ever imagine, you know, and we just feel like we're the changed band. And so it's also a line in the song on the record called Love the New Name, and I don't know, you guys feel free to talk about the record. The songs on there are just extremely personal and real, relevant, and when we didn't mean for this, but we're getting a lot of response that it's a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? So that's, for me, that's awesome. Well, something we're stoked about.
The process on this record was different than what we were used to. The producer, you know, we were like, you know, we'd figure out what we'd want to do on one part, and producer's like, what do you want to do? This is your record, you know? Yeah. And so we kind of want to capture what we did live, and we pretty much, I mean, that's what we did. Like, on the first record, you know, like my guitar stuff, the producer would be like, clean it up, make it clean. And so I was trying to do that on the second record, and our producer's like, nah, man, make it dirty, just you know, rip into it. I'm like, okay. And, you know, once the record was done, and all the guitars got done, drums, and it just sounded like us, you know. And so we're really excited about it. Your love will lead us home.